Welcome, sit back, and let this story guide you into peaceful dreams. The caring connection between Puppy and Lobelia. This story is about a human named Puppy and a mermaid named Lobelia, and how their care and friendship bring their worlds together, demonstrating the power of kindness. On a serene coastal village, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Puppy, who loved spending her afternoons by the sea. She adored the ocean's gentle whispers and its eternal waves that embraced the shore. One breezy afternoon, as Puppy wandered along the beach, she heard a soft melody drift towards her from the rocky cove. Captivated by the ethereal tune, she followed the sound, only to find a beautiful mermaid with shimmering scales and sapphire blue eyes singing by the water. The mermaid introduced herself as Lobelia. Puppy, enchanted by Lobelia's beauty and kindness, found herself visiting the cove every day to hear her new friends love in song and share stories. Lobelia told Puppy of the depths of the ocean, where vibrant coral reefs stretched as far as the eye could see and playful sea creatures roamed. Puppy in turn told Lobelia about the vibrant flowers, bustling towns, and gentle rain that blessed the land. Their bond grew stronger with every tale, forging a bridge between two worlds. One day, Puffy noticed that Lobelia's singing was softer, and her usually vibrant scales appeared dull. Worried, she asked, "Are you all right, Lobelia?" Lobelia smiled weakly and admitted that she had been feeling unwell, lacking the energy she once had. Puppy was determined to help her friend. She remembered a story her grandmother had told her about the healing properties of the moon's light on the ocean. Puppy promised Lobelia that she would find a way to catch the moonlight and bring it to the sea. That night, Puppy gathered all the mirrors she could find in her village and carefully positioned them along the beach. She worked tirelessly, hoping the mirrors would capture the moon's beams and direct them towards the cove. As the moon rose high in the sky, its light reflected off the mirrors and bathed the cove in a stunning silver glow. Lobelia was surrounded by the moonlit water, and she began to regain her strength. Her scales sparkled once more, and her melodious voice returned, filling the air with joy. Lobelia was deeply touched by Puppy's selflessness and the care she had shown. From that day on, their friendship blossomed even more, united by the extraordinary connection they shared. They learned that no matter how different their worlds seemed, the bond of care and love could unite the land and the sea. Hanging tale awaits. Come and comfort it. The Tale of Devotion, Buttercup and Gloxinia. This story is about the unwavering bond and devotion between a kind-hearted girl named Buttercup and her loyal dog, Gloxinia, who helps her through illness and strengthens their bond. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled between gentle hills and whispering streams, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Buttercup. Buttercup had an inseparable companion, a loyal dog named Gloxinia. Gloxinia, with her silky fur and bright, expressive eyes, was more than just a pet. She was Buttercup's confidant and protector. Every morning, they would wander through the meadows, the morning sun casting a golden hue on the decayed grass. Buttercup loved to hum a sweet melody, and Gloxinia would wag her tail in perfect rhythm. The villagers always admired their bond, often commenting on how it seemed they could communicate without words. One autumn day, as leaves fluttered to the ground in a cascade of orange and gold, Buttercup fell ill. Her usually vibrant spirit dimmed, and she could no longer find the strength to leave her bed. Gloxinia lay beside her, her eyes filled with worry and determination. The faithful dog seldom left Buttercup's side, only moving when necessary to fetch help. Gloxinia's devotion did not go unnoticed. The village healer, an elderly woman with a gentle touch, noticed the dog's plea and came to see Buttercup. She administered her herbal remedies and left instructions for her care, but she also whispered to Gloxinia, knowing the dog would understand. "Take care of her, dear one," she said. "Your love is the best medicine." Days turned into weeks, and Buttercup's condition slowly improved. Throughout this time, Gloxinia remained her steadfast guardian, ensuring her every need was met. On the day Buttercup finally stepped outside, the village gathered to celebrate. She stood in the sunlight, Gloxinia at her side, and tears of gratitude filled her eyes. Buttercup knelt down, hugging her faithful companion tightly. "You saved me, Gloxinia. I don't know how I would have made it without you." Gloxinia's tail wagged with pure joy, her devotion unwavering. From that day on, their bond grew even stronger. Gloxinia and Buttercup continued their adventures, cherishing each day with even greater appreciation. The entire village marveled at their ringy energy, witnessing firsthand a deep and unbreakable bond founded on love and devotion. And so, Buttercup and her faithful companion lived out their days in that charming village, forever united by the strength of their unwavering devotion. The end. Let's drift further into peace with the next story. Aster and Snowdrop. The warmth of friendship. This story is about the warmth of friendship, and how Aster and Snowdrop bring comfort to their village. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a kind-hearted young woman named Aster. She was known for her golden hair, that shimmered like sunlight, and her smile, that could light up the darkest of days. Aster had a special friend, a delicate whispering wind named Snowdrop, who was as ethereal as the first snowfall of winter. Snowdrop often fluttered round Aster, whispering secrets of the forest and bringing comfort with its gentle presence. One chilly evening, as the village prepared for the long winter, Aster noticed that the children in the village were huddled together, shivering and trying to keep warm. She decided to do something about it. Aster rushed home and gathered all the extra blankets and warm clothes she could find. Caleb, sensing the urgency of the situation, guided Aster through the forest to find more materials to keep the children warm. They ventured deep into the woods, where the ancient trees stood tall and proud. The Snowdrop led Aster to a hidden grove filled with fleece-like moss and soft, downy feathers left behind by migrating birds. With Snowdrop's help, Aster collected the materials and returned to the village. Aster spent the entire night sewing and knitting, creating cozy blankets and warm clothes for the village children. A snowdrop whirled around her, spreading warmth and encouragement with each delicate gust of wind. As the first rays of dawn broke through the horizon, Aster finished her last stitch. She carefully wrapped each child in a blanket, her heart swelling with pride and love. The children, snug and warm, smiled up at Aster with gratitude, their eyes sparkling with joy. Snowdrop hovered nearby, its presence as soothing as the morning breeze. The village elders, touched by Aster's selflessness, declared that day a special holiday to celebrate the spirit of giving and the warmth of friendship. From that day forward, every winter, the village would come together to make blankets and warm clothes for those in need, inspired by Aster and Snowdrop's example. So, Aster and Snowdrop's bond grew even stronger. They continued to bring warmth and happiness to the village, their friendship a beacon of hope during the coldest of winters. The villagers would always remember the warmth that blossomed from the heart of a kind young woman and the whispers of an ethereal wind. Let's move gently to the next heartwarming tale. The Tale of Flax and Lantana, A Journey of Hope. This story is about a kind-hearted young man, Flax, and a wise goldfish, Lantana, who embark on a journey to protect their village and strengthen their bond through acts of honor. Now once upon a time, in a small village by the river, lived a kind-hearted young man named Flax. He was known for his boundless generosity and unwavering honor. Every morning, Flax would walk down to the river to catch fish, ensuring that every family in the village had something to eat. One day as he was casting his net, he caught a beautiful goldfish, unlike any he had ever seen. This goldfish shimmered with hues of gold, orange and red, and introduced herself as Lantana. Alana was not just any goldfish. She had the ability to speak and possessed a wisdom beyond her years. She thanked Flax for sparing her life and promised to repay his kindness. Intrigued but humble, Flax asked nothing in return. He had simply done what his thirst told him was right. Despite his refusal, Lantana decided to stay with him, bringing joy, and the months passed and their bond grew. Word of a gigantic fish terrorizing the river spread through the village. This fish was so enormous that it threatened the village for supply, devouring everything in its path. The village elders called upon Flax, their beacon of honor, to face the peril. Even though he was a mere fisherman, Flax accepted the challenge without hesitation. Preparing for the daunting task ahead, he turned to Lantana for advice. Her eyes gleamed with wisdom as she shared the secret to defeating the beast. He must strike at the fish's forehead, where weak spot lay. Flax set out on his small boat, Lantana at his side. They rowed against the current, determined yet anxious. The sky was tinged with the deep blues and purples of twilight when they finally encountered the giant fish. It was a monstrous creature with scales as hard as armor and eyes that glowed with malice. Flax gripped his spear, remembering the spot Lantana had described. With a swift, honorable strike, he aimed at the forepart of the beast. The giant fish thrashed and roared, but finally succumbed, sinking into the depths of the river. With the menace gone, water flowed freely once more. The villagers rejoiced, celebrating Flax's bravery. Despite all the accolades, Flax remained humble, attributing his success to Lantana's guidance and the honor he upheld. Lantana, in return, felt fulfilled, knowing her wisdom had brought peace. Together, they returned to their simple life by the river, their bond stronger than ever. Flax continued his role as the village protector and provider, while Lantana remained by his side, a symbol of honor and friendship. And so, under the soft glow of the moon, Flax and Lantana once again cast their nets into the tranquil waters, embodying the essence of honor and selflessness for generations to come. Good night, and thank you for sharing this evening.